After months of ducking the challenge, Republican governor of Florida and struggling presidential candidate Ron DeSantis told Sean Hannity publicly that he would debate Democratic Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, who is a debate powerhouse. But before we unpack all that, if you haven't yet, please hit that like, subscribe, and the alert bell. Maybe check out my Patreon. I'd appreciate the support. So, Gavin Newsom is one of the best debaters and rhetoricians that the Democratic Party has to offer, certainly in professional politics. I know much is made of Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg and his rhetorical prowess, his debate skills, and Pete Buttigieg is indeed formidable. But I think Newsom is at least equal to Buttigieg, which is saying quite a bit. He is a guy who, when he goes on Fox News, he makes the hosts collectively tense because they know they are absolutely no match for him. And we made a number of videos about Gavin Newsom's appearance on the Sean Hannity program a couple of months ago. It was I think it was like an hour-long debate over a variety of issues, like a wide range of policy topics and culture war issues. And Hannity was just out of his depth every single step of the way. Newsom cleaned house. And this was the consensus of not just Democrats, but also Republicans and conservatives who were furious that Hannity allowed Newsom on, because Newsom did so well. But I want to play a clip here because during that interview, Hannity, who is a big Ron DeSantis fan and considers Ron DeSantis the counterpart of Gavin Newsom, which in some ways they are, very prominent governors of very prominent states. But I think I think Hannity is making the mistake of assuming that DeSantis is a counterweight to Gavin Newsom, when in fact he's not. But this is what Hannity proposed.
Here's my question. Maybe I have an idea that you'd agree with. I want to start a series of debates and get some of the best, brightest, leading conservative minds and
no such thing.
Some of the best, brightest left-wing minds or liberal minds. Yeah. And I put you in that category. And I want to call it like the great debates.
Love it.
And the first one I want to do is with you and Governor DeSantis.
Great. I've offered it. I've been trying to debate him for 2 years.
And here's how this debate format will go.
Good.
I'll say Governor Newsom, Governor DeSantis, economy. That's the only word I'm going to throw out.
Love it.
You, minute, then you go at it, next topic.
Right.
And I'll moderate it that way, and you have my word, I'll moderate it that way.
I'm all in. Count on it.
You would do a 2-hour debate with Ron DeSantis.
I make it 3.
3-hour debate with
make
do
it.
I hear 4?
And do it with 1 day notice with no notes. I look forward to that.
So, folks, not that Newsom couldn't theoretically lose that debate, but the odds are with Newsom every step of the way. If you watch any debate that Newsom's in, certainly, again, that one with Sean Hannity, that conversation, Newsom is so prepped on the facts. He's not just conversant in culture war topics, though he is willing and eager even. As he said, he's been trying to debate DeSantis for years. It's true. Newsom is one of the few Democratic politicians who goes on the offensive. He goes on the aggressive. He's launched vast, and he's thrown quite a bit of money behind it too, vast propaganda campaigns in Texas and in Florida against Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis, trying to make the sales pitch to Florida and Texas constituents that, hey, your governors suck. And if they want to be bullies, I'll out-bully them. And DeSantis and Abbott have both fled before before Newsom. See, I'm throwing all the names up. They have fled before Newsom. So finally, after months of ducking the challenge, years even, if we take Newsom's word at face value, Hannity finally got to pose the question to DeSantis. And this is what DeSantis had to say.
You heard Gavin make the offer. Your answer is?
Absolutely. I'm game. Let's get it done. Just tell me when and where. We'll do it.
You can see on his smile there, like just the rictus grin there. He probably knows, like, oh, I do not want to do this. I do not want to do this. But again, what's hilarious is, okay, you might be thinking, well, Josiah, you're biased. Okay, you prefer Gavin Newsom to Ron DeSantis, which any sane person should. But listen, even Newsmax, commentators on Newsmax, after hearing DeSantis' claim, even they're like, whoa, Ron, hang on, buddy, hang on.
In 2024, what purpose would this bring? How much interest would there be?
Well, good morning to you all. Look, I can't figure out why this could possibly be a good idea for Ron DeSantis. Gavin Newsom has made this debate challenge for a while. As far as I can tell, Ron DeSantis is not running against Gavin Newsom. He's trying to beat Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And And if he wins this debate, I don't know that anyone will much care. He could easily lose it.
There you go. He could easily lose it. And that's coming from Newsmax, folks. Newsmax, who's as far right as it gets. Even they're like, this is a really bad idea for you personally, Ron, because they think if he wins, he doesn't gain much, which I suppose is true. And it's very clever of Governor Newsom to pitch it that way because, of course, Governor Newsom is not running for the presidency. But if DeSantis loses, which he most likely will, as they tacitly concede, it will set him back even further, and he suffered a number of financial, rhetorical, and messaging setbacks, polling setbacks along the way. But listen, like Newsom says, listen, let's do a 3-hour debate, not a 2-hour debate, 3-hour debate. Hell, let's do a 3-hour debate with 1 day's notice, no notes. That's how masterful Newsom is on data, on facts, on policy, on even culture war points. Ron DeSantis would have to go through the mother of all debate prep to stand toe-to-toe with Gavin Newsom, and Gavin Newsom will almost certainly clean his clock. So I hope it happens, and I hope it happens real soon.